Today, 31st July, the end of the month. So I'm just going to talk about President Trump's leadership. So now let's go to the Bible. 1 Peter 5, 2-3. That's 1 Peter chapter 5, 2-3. And it reads, "Be shepherd to God's flock that is under your care, watching over them, not because you must, but because you are willing as God wants you to be, not pursuing dishonest gain, but eager to serve and not lording it over these entrusted to you, not lording it over those entrusted to you, but being examples to the flock." So now let's see. This is where the Bible compares leaders to shepherd, right? So now let's look at what this means. Leaders should take care of their people. In the Bible, it says team, or it depends which Bible you are using. In this one, it's the NIV. So, willing to serve with eagerness and lead by example, right? Avoiding a dominating attitude, which some leaders do have, and effective leaders prioritize the well-being of the people, right? In the other passage I read, it says team, okay? You are to serve with enthusiasm and inspire through their actions. That's the duty of a leader. So now I'm going to show you the President Trump's press secretary's report on what President Trump has done.
Trump's working visit to Scotland was a huge success. In less than 48 hours, President Trump brokered the biggest, most impactful trade deal in history and prevented a war in Asia for the second time since he took office. We have never had a president who wields the full power of the United States to negotiate good deals for our country and its people like President Trump. This is what maximum leverage looks like. On the peace front, President Trump helped deliver an immediate and unconditional ceasefire between Thailand and Cambodia. The two countries were engaged in a deadly conflict that had displaced more than 300,000 people until President Trump stepped in to put an end to it. The president spoke directly on the phone with the acting Prime Minister of Thailand and the Prime Minister of Cambodia to inform both leaders that unless they brought their conflict to an end, there would be no trade discussions or agreements with the United States. Almost immediately afterward, a peace was brokered that will save thousands of lives and allowed for trade negotiations with these countries to resume, and they have. The president has now ended conflicts between Thailand and Cambodia Israel and Iran, Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, India and Pakistan, Serbia and Kosovo, and Egypt and Ethiopia. This means President Trump has brokered, on average, about one peace deal or ceasefire per month during his 6 months in office. It's well past time that President Trump was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. I know the topic of Israel is on everyone's mind. I have an update from Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, who I got off the phone with this morning. Special Envoy Witkoff and Ambassador Huckabee had a very productive meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu and other officials today in Israel on the topic of delivering much-needed food and aid to Gaza. President Trump is a humanitarian with a big heart, and that's why he sent Special Envoy Witkoff to the region in an effort to save lives and end this crisis. Tomorrow, Special Envoy Witkoff and Ambassador Huckabee will be traveling into Gaza to inspect the current distribution sites and secure a plan to deliver more food and meet with local Gazans to hear firsthand about this dire situation on the ground. The Special Envoy and the Ambassador will brief the President immediately after their visit to approve a final plan for food and aid distribution into the region, and we will provide more details for all of you once that plan is approved and agreed on by the President of the United States.
So we've heard what the press secretary has updated us regarding President Trump's hard work that he has been doing. President Trump has been working hard since he came into office. He promised his people that he will stop the migrants entering through their borders and secure the borders so the people will be safe in his country. That's a good leader. A good leader cares for his people. A good leader provides for his people. A good leader leads. He prioritizes people's needs. That's what we call a good leader. Well done, President Trump. And we hope many other leaders will follow suit, because there are many leaders who don't care about their people. Instead, they care about global issues, and that's not right. Well, if you enjoy this topic or this content, do please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to comment if you want to. God bless you and keep you.